heats for each driver and a final. So for all of these drivers, this is their first race of the day. Henry Jocelyn is due to be on pole position, I think, for this one. Apologies, no, that's the X30 Mini grid that we've already seen. So the Junior Max grid is due to look like this. Emilian Nelson on pole position, Murphy Aldridge on P2, Jack Cooper and Spencer Browham are going to be on row number 2. Kai Boccini, who of course had that huge crash at the last round, is back once again. He's going to be starting this race from row number 3 alongside Jessica White, Ronnie Mansfield and Max Lee on row number 4. Oliver Kerr and Lexi Belk on row 5. Freya Belk. In fact, apologies, I have got the wrong grid. You were absolutely spot on there, Fraser. It's Minimax out next. So here is your grid for Minimax. Harrison Morrow and Edward Rose on row 1. Ronnie Coburn and Oliver Sander on row 2. Mac McFarquhar and Michael Dalton on row 3. Daniel Amore and Sasha Bagley on row 4. Oliver Smith and Hugh Moulton on row 5. Corey Fowler and Woody Radford on row 6. Harry Higgs and Oliver Smith on row 7, Devon Nolan and Kieran Denyer on row 8, Seth Hathaway and Emily Ackett's on row 9. Then into our novices in this class, Louis Rees and George Ivanov on row 10, Josh Cooke and Lena Summers Kelly on row 12, Charlie DeMoncos on their own there on row 12. Apologies for that, got a little bit ahead of myself. We don't want to wish the Mini-Maxes away. This should be a very, very strong race.
Absolutely, plenty of winners that we've seen across the season so far, and we're about to go for a start with the Kart leading away now into the first corner. It looks like a very clean start through Oblivion.
Yeah, really good start there from the Mini-Max drivers as they head up to Christmas Corner for the first time. Edward Rose has got a really, really strong run there. Will lead as they go through Inkermans and plunge downhill now towards Ashby Corner. I think you're right, Paul, that there are no spinners at the early stage of this race.
So Edward Rose has got the whole shot then at the start of that of the front row, but he is not flying away from the pack. He's still got a fair few karts bearing down on him, not least our pole sitter, Harrison Morrow. So they fly through the boot now and into Pitts Bend for the first time. Bit of side-by-side action. That's number 28 there, getting up the inside. So making a move. That was 14th place he was making up there. But side-by-side for the lead. It looks like Morrow's going to try and reclaim it.
He is indeed down the inside. There's a battle going on for third place as well as Rose holds it round the outside. Fantastic stuff there. And likewise in third place with Daniel Amore in fourth. Tight really the front of this one. I think there's a move being pulled there by the 29 of Corey Fowler.
I think Max McFarquhar was also trying to get up alongside as well. Out of Ashby.
Very experienced driver at this level is McFarquhar. There's the number 54 of Devon Nolan, who's flying through the order. Was in 11th place at the end of lap 1. He's going to be decidedly higher at the end of lap number 2. Where has he got up to? Well, he's just gained one position up to 10th place. 5 minutes and 10 seconds of this one to go. Edward Rose ahead of Harrison Morrow, and down the inside now Daniel Amore going for second place. He's got it. Really good move there by Daniel Amore, decisively into second place.
Yeah, so he got ahead of McFarquhar on that previous lap and has now made up another place into second and is looking at the back of Edward Rose for the lead of the race now.
Your winner from the last round, current championship leader here at Whilton Mill Kart Club's down the inside. Another move being pulled off there by Devon Nolan, number 54. Here comes Daniel Amore, side by side through the boots. Rose holds him off very well through that first initial part, but I think he's going to have to give up this position here. No, he's going to hold it around the outside. Very, very nearly runs into the retaining wall on the outside. Daniel Amore takes the lead.
Rose was not impressed by that one bit. Hand up in the air as he rejoined the circuit, but either way it is Daniel Amore, the championship leader going into this weekend, who has taken the lead.
Oh, and there's contact there with Devon Nolan, the number 77 of Ronnie Coburn, and there's a spinner. It is Edward Rose. It's all gone wrong for Edward Rose. He was leading one lap ago, and I think he's got damage to the front of the kart as well. Both wheels pointing inward. That is not how those karts are meant to be. 4 minutes to go. What a shame for Edward Rose there. his race has completely fallen apart.
Yeah, a bit of a disaster lap there for him, but the short of it is that Daniel Lamore's got quite a healthy lead now, as I'm sure we'll see it as they come over the timing line. And it is over a second now. Corey Fowler's made up quite a few places on that lap, as has Michael Dalton. They're now scrapping over second and third as they head up towards Christmas.
They are indeed. Fowler down the inside, going for second place. Dalton runs it round the outside, running the replica Lewis Hamilton helmet. And, of course, the number of the 7-time world champion, number 44. Mac McFarlane trying to fight his way back through. Harrison Morrow still there in 5th place. Sasha Bagley's had a good last lap as well. Sasha up to 6th place. Look out for Sasha in the number 61. Top novice at the moment, by the way, is Josh Cooke, number 12, running in 16th place overall.
There's a really interesting scrap for second place now. There's about 4 or 5 of them involved in it, as that was Fowler just going a little bit wide on the exit of Pitts Bend. There is some side-by-side action into oblivion.
Devon Nolan has recovered from the incident at the top of the hill a few laps ago. Is now up to 6th place. You can see him at the back of this train there in the green and black helmet. We're having a quick sight there of number 33, Seth Hathaway, who's got up into the top 10 now.
Fowler had a good look into both of those hairpins, and once again McFarquhar looking every which way to find his way into the podium placings on this one. And Fowler again a little bit wide. Oh, 54 going up the inside there. That's Nolan getting past.
Yeah, Nolan continuing this great drive through the field.
Dab of opposite lock as he went into the bend.
Yeah, pushing hard at the early starts of this day. It's still not very grippy out there. We have had a little bit of rain here at Whilton Mill this morning to douse the circuit. 2 minutes on the clock. Daniel Lamore leading now by 1.2 seconds ahead of these two drivers here who are fighting over that second place. Dalton and Fowler still side by side as they run towards Inkermans, and great stuff there from Corey Fowler to keep himself in there. As wide goes Dalton, and maybe was encouraged into that. Did he hold on to that slide through Ashby Corner? It's very much a corner where gravity works against you. Yes, he did survive, but he's lost a number of positions there because he's now behind Woody Radford, who was in 14th place at the last count.
Well, McFarquhar's now got a great opportunity to get up into second place now, so he's put himself into that top 3, which is what he was trying to do. A lot of wheel banging as they went through Christmas on that particular occasion. I'm sure McFarquhar's going to try and dig deep here, and he's got to fend off Nolan behind him as well.
Indeed, and you can see that battle for 5th place. There's a spin, and it's McFarquhar. McFarquhar has spun at the front of the order and has taken, I think it was Moulton with him. Well, we've missed the incident, unfortunately, as to what happened there, but I imagine it was in a battle with Corey Fowler, maybe going for a move late on in this race, but it's all gone wrong for the number 87, 4th place in the championship. He's going to tumble down the order now.
Well, I think Fowler may well have been involved in that, because I think he has lost out here to Devon Nolan, who may well now be in second place. No, Fowler, despite what happened behind him, set the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah.
Still in second.
Yeah, Fowler's broken away. This is now your fight for 3rd place. Apologies, it wasn't Moulton who suffered under that. As down the inside goes Seth Hathaway.
Wow.
So Seth Hathaway goes through and into 3rd place. I think it was Oliver Sander who actually also got caught up with Mac McFarquhar, because Oliver fell 9 positions on that last lap. Time has now expired. We are on the penultimate lap of the race.
Well, that's a very timely move then for Hathaway to take 2 of them into Christmas and see if he can hold on to this top 3 spot on this last lap.
Yeah, it's been a really good drive. There's been some incidents in front of Seth Hathaway, but Seth's kept the nose of that number 33 clean.
Pristine white as well, which is a terrible colour for a car. It's just going to get chips and stone and dirt all over it, but it's pristine at the moment.
We are on the last lap now. Daniel Lamore looking comfortable here to take his 2nd heats victory of the season and continue this great form that he's on at the moment. So he's actually going to make it 3 wins in a row if you include the A final for round number 2 of this Fast R 2021 WMKC Championship. Still this great fight going on involving Devon Nolan, Hugh Moulton just behind. Ronnie Coburn is just sat behind as well. He's going to take some decent points here. But Daniel Lamore takes another victory here at Whilton Mill. Corey Fowler holds on for second place. Seth Hathaway can have reason to be happy there with third. Devon Nolan, Hugh Moulton, Ronnie Coburn, Harrison Morrow, Oliver Smith, in fact both Oliver Smiths, because we've got two Oliver Smiths in this field, 8th and 9th, and Woody Radford wrapping out the top 10. Your top novice in that race is going to be George Ivanov, finishing in 17th place.
Muck Farquhar in 15th place. He's going to be really disappointed with that. And of course, the point of these heats is to make sure you get a good grid position for the finals. So while you've been sitting there scrapping away, he's actually probably lost quite a bit of ground for the grid later on in the final.
Yeah, we'll have to fight back across the course of the remaining two heats for Mini Max. We'll see them out again later. Next out on circuit will be race 5 on your agendas for today. It will be the first heat for Junior Max.